Fermin. Here's Tchouaméni. It's a searching pass. And he cuts out the supply. Mohamed Salah.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Osimhen. Robertson is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's there to clear it. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Mbappe. Reinders. And it's Tchouaméni. That's Wirtz. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Porro. Showing great feet there. Hangs in a cross. Van Dijk. Oh, he's been caught napping. Tries to play it through. He's having a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Borussia Dortmund have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the...
He's had a shot! And that's a good finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Osimhen. That is good progress on the left.
1 minute added time.
He's picked his way through. Can he get onto this? Lovely feet. An instinctive delivery. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. That's the end of the first 45.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also...
Chance! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Borussia Dortmund find a position of real strength now. Spread to the right. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro. Oh, good climb! And it's in! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
And now he has... And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba, starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And it's Robertson. Robertson. He's picked his way through. Cross from Robertson. Tries to get it clear. Has a look and plays it forward. Robertson. Tries to play it through. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Quick look, then plays it in.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Van der Ven stands tall and stands strong. Well, they could break here. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Mbappe.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Vermin. And it's Porro. Here's Chouameni. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Van Dijk. Osimhen. He's looking wide. He's in plenty of space here. And it's made its way to him. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pressure coming in from all directions. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Terrific effort! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's been hooked away. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Reinders. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Reinders just eases him off the ball. João Palhinha. Vermin. It's a really well-measured ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, good effort! No, not the best of headers. Hakimi. Nice looking ball. Dembele is wide and looking to get onto this. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Shoots! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Osimhen chasing after it. Reinders. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Manchester United have taken the lead. And that brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And we come to
Manchester
now
United up by one goal at the halfway point.
World Charity Fund.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Manchester United are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substitutions taking place.
So we're off again. Manchester United currently ahead by the smallest of margins. He's had it taken off him.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's got away. Schlotterbeck. And it's Hakimi. And it's Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tchouaméni. Now it's Sorloth. He won't be happy with that one. Reinders. Kane. And Reinders. Van Dijk tries to clear. Tchouaméni. And it's Robertson. Gibbs-White. Looking for the run. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. That's put paid to the danger. And here's Sorloth. Thinks about the shot. Space for him to turn and look. Played in by Robertson. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Great vision. Chance for a shot! It's in! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Mbappe
Number
with a
6.
real chance here.
Dembele.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility here.
Number 19, Reinders. Coming on the field, number 13.
Go back. Oh, he's having a go!
Number 29.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Havertz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Shifted it to the flank. That has been cut short. More and more pressure on the ball here. Casemiro. Wirtz needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Some good work on the right flank here, and he's managed to get free. Lovely feet. DiMarco. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. It is a corner.
Substitution for Manchester United.
They've got a healthy number of
22.
very tall targets to pick out from
Number
this
10.
corner.
Hakimi. Coming on the field.
And Dijk attempts a clearance.
Eze. Number 87. Joe
It'll be a
Neves.
throw-in.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's Eze. Mbappe. Casemiro. Oh, good spread. João Neves receives it in a wide position. And it's hoisted clear.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Eze. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Good running, strong and purposeful, brilliantly cut out. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
McTominay really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Havertz. And it's Casemiro. Played out wide. And it's Neves.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
João Neves! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Manchester United. Big chance! And that's it. They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. Manchester United can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller
Just a
coaster
quick
that.
announcement. We would like to inform you
Mbappe
that
taking in the
CCTV is
accolades,
now in
having been
operation
named man
for
of the
your
match,
safety.
and deservedly so. Manchester United have done it. They're people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
Manchester United really wanted this.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody.
Gorgeous, gorgeous
Welcome to
evening. The
today's
skies are
match.
clear, the noise is
Manchester
fervent,
United
the atmosphere
against
frenetic.
Borussia Dortmund.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. And here's Mbappe. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? Played out towards the right wing. Dembele in acres of space out wide. Picked out brilliantly. Lovely feet. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a form. Wirtz! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pedro Porro clears. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Pedro Porro. That is good alertness. Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Kane! Goal! Manchester United! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Manchester United have penetrated for the impressive jump. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
We expected better, and so did he. And he can thump it away. And it's Robertson. Knocks it into space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Can he spark a counter here? Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. That's the throw. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Kane! It's anyone's ball now. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And they can counter here. Beraldo. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Threads one in. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Reinders, who's set up one goal so far. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Fermin. Osimhen.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Now Beraldo. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Well, that looks a decent ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's in a great position here, distributed tidily. And it's João Palhinha. He's in plenty of space here. Nice control. Pedro Porro tries a cross.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Hakimi can clear it away. Mbappe. He is through here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
And it's Lopez. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so
There will
good
be
from
1
them.
minute added
They've got to be
time.
quick moving this forward.
Mbappe has the space to scheme. Takes on his marker. João Palhinha. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Manchester United just ahead then as
And
we
just a
reach
quick reminder
45
today
minutes.
To please drink responsibly.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Manchester United can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And so the action is resumed.
Manchester United can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Kane,
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
probing pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pedro Porro. Beraldo. No way through. And here's Osimhen. Now he's... Chance for a shot! And that's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
It's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And once more he proves rigid and robust.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Reinders under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And that's going right the way across. Tchouaméni. Now it's Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace.
Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Wirtz. Oh, such a clever touch. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Lopez. He's got away. Now it's Osimhen. And here's Mbappe. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Mbappe. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Hakimi, and it's Kane. Tchouaméni. Now Mbappe. Chance here to counter. McTominay. Now it's Lopez. Osimhen shapes to shoot! And he's heaved it away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Thinks about the shot. Good ball, good take. Takes a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the comeback is complete. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 22, Wirtz. Number 19, Reinders. Number 6,
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 11,
Borussia Dortmund
Mbappe.
leading now.
Number 4.
Listen, when it comes to goals,
Kane.
Peter, in this team,
Number 10.
he's always the number one
Hakimi.
contender, and he's done it.
Kvaratskhelia! And he hits the net. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution in progress.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Quite a game this, all square again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Looking for the run. It's played through for him. Can he finish? Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Unwatu demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Manchester United found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including
Nearly 3
stoppages?
minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Mohamed Salah deals with that comfortably. And he's gone looking for safety. DiMarco. And that is as far as it goes. Manchester United have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Nicely weighted ball. That's really well cleared. Looking for the run. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Nicely aimed pass. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That's a good run down the left. Fermin. Tchouameni. Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. He's got away. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's managed to get rid. Chance here to counter. That's an excellent interception. João Palhinha. Fermin. And that has been slung wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
The ball goes in. And he's taking no chances there. Plays it across. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Hakimi. And Hakimi. Dembele. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Fermin. Beraldo. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Vinicius Junior. Robertson cuts it out. Looking for options for movement. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, he's found support out wide. And he shoots! And he can clear it away. Fermin. Oh, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And he's worked it through. He's found a way through. Hakimi. And it's Dembele. And Reinders. Vinicius Junior. João Palhinha. Palhinha going forward. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It is a corner. Dembele with the short one. And he's been shifted off it. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. reflections on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Van de Ven. And it's Wirtz. Wirtz going face-to-face with his great rival.
This is the time you need that pace.
João Palhinha. Vinicius Junior. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Mbappe tries to pass it through. Saliba gets it away.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Robertson. Can he get it through? Now this could be a chance. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Garcia breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tchouaméni, Reinders being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Dembele.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Aimed beyond the defence. And he's managed to get free. Robertson. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hakimi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ryerson was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe gets into a good position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Osimhen with the foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Well, the two coaches
19,
are signalling changes here,
Reinders.
both at the same time.
Number 22, Wirtz. Number 20, Vinicius Junior. Number 11, Mbappe. Number 6, Dembele. Number 10,
No,
Hakimi.
he wasn't going to let him pass.
Coming on the field.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Number 87.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Taking place. Substitution in progress.
Corner number 3 coming up. Header! Deftly away. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. João Neves. Now Salah. Mohamed Salah making good progress on the right-hand side. And it's Eze. Now, can they get him away? It's a good look. Terrific effort! And he hits the net. And that could well be the winner.
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
DiMarco. Lovely feet. Quick look, then getting up there! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Borussia Dortmund restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Eze's cross. Van Dijk gets it away. Van de Ven.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. DiMarco. Well, there weren't too many attacking options there. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Currently being displayed on the screen.
So, a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Substitution.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Manchester United pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious?
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, easy pickings there. Schlotterbeck. And it's Eze. Now João Neves. Plays a sharp little ball here. Looking to play him in. And it's made its way to him. And it's Salah. That is good strength. They've got to be quick to recover this. João Neves. To Havertz. And this is Mohamed Salah. And that has left him in a chance, surely! And that's a real chance missed.
And Watu has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Kvaratskhelia. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, good effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So just 15 minutes still to
And a
come.
quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who is sound.
Neither side able to conjure up a telling moment, and we are where we are. This is the last chance to win it.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 2, Schlotterbeck.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes?
Number 5, Gio.
Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? DiMarco providing an outlet on that flank. Mohamed Salah. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
DiMarco. Now it's Mbappe. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. That is good alertness. Havertz powering forward here. And it's Eze. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Havertz. And it's Tchouaméni. Now Van de Ven. Eze.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Gibbs-White. Mbappe. And it's DiMarco. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. Well, Jim, what say you after all of this?
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So 2 inconclusive hours of action. All that remains then, penalties. So spot kicks imminent. So this one to set the tone. Big character, big moment, big save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Mbappe, the next man to walk up to the spot. Right in the bottom corner. Some nerve.
I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, Peter. Certainly not in his...